I'd like to respond to maybe to some questions that it maybe came up for you in the these first 5 weeks.
I was just curious about what the beads mean.
What these beads are?
Yep.
Well, these are actually prayer beads from Egypt, and gifted to me by my friend Bassem, who you will meet, and who has spoken in the class a couple times. He's a friend from Iraq. And I think for always when I'm teaching, my entire life as a teacher, I've always carried prayer beads because they just help to really center me. I think I just feel best and I operate best when I feel more centered. And so I always want to be centered into some other kind of spiritual connection with something. So sometimes I have, Catholic prayer beads and Buddhist prayer beads, and these are Muslim prayer beads.
Cool.
Yeah.
Where's the most interesting place that you've traveled to?
The one that I think really shook my consciousness in a deep way is probably Japan, just because it did. Maybe Iraq, I don't know. It's crazy. Russia, Iraq, I don't know. Haiti. So many places. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go here in the U.S., life is just filled with wonder. Ethiopia, dude. Maybe Ethiopia is yeah.
I saw that one of the articles was written by you and your wife. So do you guys have a book, or what is that from?
I was working on a book, and that one I wrote with her. And then I just never did. Because, you know why? Because what happened was, as I was talking to book publishers, I realized how much the book was going to cost. And I said, I can just write this stuff and give it away for free. I mean, it's just so anyway, I did that. So I didn't. I think I ended up with 4 chapters, and then I just stopped. And then we do videos.
Has the class always been this size, or has it been the last couple of years has really started to gain popularity?
No, it's when I first started teaching, it was 150 students. Then we went to about 240 for a while. And then we went to 480 in here. I could have had it larger, but I was always trying to keep it down a little bit. And then maybe for the past 15 years, it's been at almost 17 or 18 years, it's been this size, yeah.
And in your opinion, what would be the biggest reason why your class size has grown? If you have if you notice something that has really been a factor in how it's grown so much? Well,
I think that I think people are really interested in the subject matter. I think that it's different over the years, the ways in which people are interested, but I think people are really interested in the subject matter. And I think because I've always given a voice to students as opposed to just lecturing, and I think that makes it a little bit more interesting, especially because I think students realize pretty quickly it's more interesting listening to students than to me, maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't doubt that. But so I would say that, yeah.
So before taking the class, a couple of my friends send me your videos, on CNN, Fox News.
Uh-huh.
Do you personally want to be more well-known or less well-known?
No, I don't want to be well-known. The worst thing to be is show up on the front page headlines anywhere. There's only 2 reasons you're going to be on the headlines. Something really good or something really bad. It's 50-50, and I don't like those odds. So I don't ever want to be known anywhere. And that's not the reason we do videos, right? The reason we started doing videos is because we use the videos for the online version of the course that we've been doing for 15 years. And then we also use them for the assignments in class. Because students would say, we'd be like, hey, why don't you write a reflection on the class this week, right? But someone would leave class and they wouldn't even remember that we had class. I mean, I'm like, holy crap. So we're like, well, what we'll do is we'll record the classes so you'll remember and you can write the videos, the reflections on them and that sort of thing. And then we just get it's just fascinating to do it. But I don't track it, you know what I mean? I do it and I walk away. I don't watch video. I don't pay attention to that sort of thing. So, yeah. But you never want to be well known.
I'll give you a little bit of a story. When we first started making reflection videos, I used to title them, whatever the title was, Sam Richards in Social 19. And Sam told me, maybe let's not put my name in it because it's less about me and it's more about the conversations we're going to have as
Yeah.
a class. So you also might see our thumbnails on YouTube don't have just Sam by himself. Sometimes they do, but a lot of times it's the student volunteers or it's people elsewhere because it's really not about Sam as much as it is about all of you.
Yeah, it's really more about Jeff here, actually, in the stream team that right? Like, I don't even know if people, I ask you sometimes, do people even watch? Like, I don't even know. I know nothing.
Does Sam look at the comments? No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Not unless if I send
Unless
them
they're
to you.
funny ones. There's some really good. Some people have some really awesome takedown comments that I love. You know what I mean? Like, I enjoy people making fun of me, especially when it's really funny. So, yeah, bro.
Just a quick question from the stream. Aika asked, what is one thing that you would like to learn more about?
Physics. Yeah. Yeah. Science, physics, microbiology and physics. I'm fascinated by physics and microbiology. Yeah. I wish I had time. Yeah.
What's like the best piece of life advice that you could give?
Everything that happens in our lives brings with it positive and negative consequences. Everything. And they're evenly split between positive and negative. So, for example, those of you who did not study for this quiz, and you're not going to do well on it, as a result of that, that not doing well is going to bring some negative consequences and some positive consequences. And the positive consequences are just as likely to be so amazing to have such a positive transformation on your life. But you will never know that until time goes by and you see all of the things that happened as a result of that. And it's really hard to hold that idea, but it's true. And I will tell you that when you get to be my age and you look back in time and you see everything that has happened, to me, I look at everything that's happened positive and all the negative that happened because of the positive and all the positive that happened because of the negative. It's just like life is a mystery.